Hey, do you have a brand that's just really not living up to your values? It's like the emotional roller coaster. It's up and down and it's just exhausting and you're sending mixed messages. Well, you're in luck. My name's Christian and with my wife, Tiffany, we're helping you solidify your brand funnel so that you can connect with more customers, increase your authority, save time, and make more money. So if that's you, we made this video for you. Again, 5 mistakes that most brands make that might be holding you back. So let's get started with number 1. It is not hard to find examples of bad logos all over the web. As a matter of fact, this one right here screams, I'm not really ready to help children. Or how about this one? This one, the critics think is the worst logo of all time. Throw it in your comments. I would love to know what you think. Or then there's the gap change. Do you remember that? What's going on right here, right? And then finally, this logo, I hope this is not your logo. This is like the cheesiest logo of all time. Listen, your logo should be crisp. It should be memorable. It should represent your brand funnel in all ways. Now, bad logos are often too bright. They're going to be too loud, like we saw on this one. They're going to be mixed colors, and you're just like, it's not building that trustworthy persona and not making you feel the warm butterflies on the inside. So, mistake number 2, inconsistent content that isn't aligned. So the secret sauce here is really keeping all of your communications, your imagery, your tone of voice consistent across all channels. So I want you to think about like Instagram and Facebook or somebody that's going onto your website, right? While they might have a little different expression, the branding's going to be the same. It's going to give you the same kind of warm and fuzzies on the inside, and they're going to know it's you. So how does this really work? A practical example is the sleazy salesman, right? So they come in, they got their coat, and they come in with the little logo thing on it, and they give you the smile and the little wink, and they're like, hey, how you doing? And you know on the inside, your subconscious, your spidey sense is going, get out of here, run. Nope. So you know that there's not consistent. It's throwing a mixed message. What's on the inside, the problem that they're trying to solve, you don't feel like it's in your best interest, and it doesn't really build that trust, that trustworthy persona that we're looking for in a good brand. Hey, so if you're liking the content so far, would you go ahead and subscribe, smash that like button, ring the bell to get notifications, and leave us a comment. I read all of our comments and respond each and every one. Number 3, imagery that doesn't relate to your client or your brand. Even Forbes knows that a company can build its brand really with utilizing high quality visual content and having a tone of voice that spreads throughout all the different channels that they have. Now, your graphics, your imagery, they should be on brand and on point across all channels. Now, this is usually easier said than it is done, which really means you need a brand guide. So that brand guide is really going to give you that rule book that's going to give you your internal and your external kind of validation. It's going to show employees and customers what you're about, talk about your tone, talk about your identity, really bring in kind of the brand archetype that you're looking for. It's going to show your values, your personality. It's everything all in one. And you want that imagery to tell a message for the customer on their journey that your solution is the answer to their problem. Mistake number 4. No clear brand direction or a brand strategy. Listen, friends, it's really simple. I want you to think about this. If you are just throwing random tones of voice, imagery, language in your communication, your email, your text, whatever you're doing to try to reach your ideal client, a random audience is going to appear, right? So if you have a random target, mixed messaging, you're going to get a random audience, which is going to be random sales. Now, the flip of that is building a complete brand guide, brand kit, really building out the full brand package is you're going to get specific on who your client is, where they are on the journey, which means you're going to have specific targeting for everything that you're going to do, which is going to give you specific sales. And I want you to have specific sales. Listen, friends, if you're struggling with incorporating brand into your business and you're not really fully understanding where your client is, you want to build your authority, you want to make more money, you want to connect with more people, I want to invite you to click the training in the link. It's a full course training with me and my wife, and we're going to talk about the 5 radical marketing strategies in that training. They're going to help you with your brand and kind of give you a couple of tips and tricks. There is going to be a lot of hows in that training, unlike a lot of these trainings that just have the what. So click brandfunnelacademy.com below, and I'd love to see you in there. Mistake number 5, and probably the one that we see the most, is your brand isn't solving a problem. And what do I mean by that? Now, your mechanism solves a client's problem, but a brand funnel is your company, the solution that you provide from the perspective of your client. It's their customer journey as they go through everything. So I want you to think about it like this. Do you know your client's truest, biggest challenges from their perspective? When they lay their head on their pillow at night and they're thinking about problems, are they seeing your brand as the solution? When they're talking to friends who are encountering the problem that you solve, is your brand still on them? Now, I was thinking about this, right? You think about Takis, I'll throw a picture up there, right? Crisp logo, bright brand, but their essence stays on your fingers even when you're done eating. That's mouthful, right? So even when you're done eating, you've still got some of their brand on your fingertips. It goes with you. Your brand, even if you're not a consumer e-com, right? Let's say you're a service-based business, that solution should be top of mind and your brand should do that. So that's mistake number 5. So in summary, we talked about the 5 mistakes most brands make in their branding that might be holding them back. And we included all of those. So I want to invite you to follow us, subscribe on our channel, and we'll be posting more content about branding. My wife's going to get on here. She's an awesome designer, and we'll be talking about that as well as integrating in marketing. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, if there's other videos you'd like to see specifically on brand or brand identity, brand personality, brand archetypes, brand marketing, brand funnels, marketing in general, tone of voice, I don't know. I'm trying to think of everything. Throw something in the comment and I'll try to make my next video on that. Cheers and have a great day.